Welcome back, blade lovers. This old sword's with you once again. And we have a TwoSun knife. Kind of a blast from the past. It's funny saying that because really 2019, I think I picked this guy up 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago. It was a eBay purchase, and I checked before I started this video, and looks like Amazon's got them for 45 bucks, but you'll need to wait a month and a half to get it because you will get it from China. TwoSun, of course, is a Chinese company, and they have a big presence on eBay. And there's a seller or two on Amazon who will sell them and ship them to you from overseas. So one way you win a bid, the other way outright purchase, 45 bucks. At any rate, it's a classic. It's a Wong design. It is a long drop point, spear point sort of a blade. It's got a hint of a clip to it, ever so slightly if you look at it there. Otherwise, it looks just like a long spear point. It's a beautifully finished blade of D2. That's all they were using back when. Got some smudgies here. I oiled it up a little bit. Hadn't really even broken it in, but it is quite smooth now and runs on internal stop pins, which is really cool. See if you can see those working or not. Yeah, there they are. You look carefully. See how close I can get it and still get some light in there. But take my word for it. Internal stop pins. You don't see any stop pin here. The stop pins glide on channels inside the liners. There's your simple kind of a tri-winged T8. That is a T8. I gave it a little adjustment before this video. Substantial stock, nice flat grind, beautiful tapered fuller, and you have almost a Ray Laconico treatment here. That's all I can think of with these long grooves, fuller type grooves on the handle that are actually fairly deep, and a very handsome clip, I must say, out of titanium. Very straight, modern. Right side tip up carry only, and you'll have about an inch sticking out of your pocket or so. It does go in and out of the pocket fairly smooth. It's a very subdued clip with a pretty good ramp, at least on the back side, and a little bit abrupt maybe on the front side. So I'm going to grab some measurements. I'm not planning on this being a really elongated video, but I did want to, since this is one of the few TwoSuns I haven't reviewed that I've had for quite a while, excuse me, I wanted to get it out there. So we're talking about an 8.9 inch overall, and we're talking about a 3.9 inch blade. If we get the calipers out and take a look at this blade stock, 4 millimeters, good hefty blade stock. Handles are going to be wide, thick, that is 0.68. And we'll talk about the handles in a moment. Let's get the scale to turn on and greet us. So we've got a fairly hefty, well, maybe not, under 5 ounces, 4.95 ounces, which for the size of the knife isn't really heavy. Does it have any weight relieving? That is the question. Let's see if we can get the handy dandy flashlight out. Yeah, oh, look at that. Oh yeah, some big channels in there, at least on the show side. Focus. Okay, so yeah, there's some weight relieving, or it'd be even heavier. Let's talk about the handle again. Well contoured. There's your kind of trench in the middle, and you can see the sides are nicely tapered, so it's hand filling. It is not large or cumbersome. It feels like a tool in your hand. And a beautiful blade. I mean, for 45 bucks you could grab one of these. Got some nice jimping here. Effective jimping, a very short run of it. You got a good flat on the back of the blade if you want to extend the thumb. And it's a very piercy blade. And it comes through with a very good edge, as most TwoSuns do. Hair shaving sharp. I can feel how prickly that thing is, and it's smooth. Nicely done factory edge. Haven't touched this one at all. Hidden lanyard pin in the back, just noticed. Did see it before, but might have glossed over it. And exposed liners, quite thick. Good lockup, maybe coming up on 40%, 35-40%. Very smooth, almost completely drop shut action. Subdued flipper tab and some interesting scalloping near the pivot there on that side of the handle. Like I say, fires light switch, no problem whatsoever. It really won't fire push button, but you got the flipper tab ahead of the pivot, which is always good. And there's a spot for your finger right there. So she fires every time. And difficult to fail, I believe. Let's give that a try. Yeah, almost failed, but didn't. That's a TS89 by Wong. Let's do a few quick comparisons with a bigger knife, Rat 1 from Ontario. And it's coming right in. Maybe it edges it out a little bit. Is that a good term to use with knives? Edges it out. It's maybe a 1/4 inch longer. And Griptilian. How does it stack up size-wise to the Griptilian? Well, it's a good amount longer than the Griptilian, for sure. And if we go change of perspective here, it's going to look even bigger, as you can see. So not a small knife, just about a 9-inch overall knife with almost a 4-inch blade, 3.9. You like big knives. You like them fairly light for the size, and you like good action. This is a great one. I got one beef with this knife, and that is that the point is set a little bit high. If you come in this way on top, you're going to pick up, if you push your finger down in there, you're going to pick up your finger. You're going to pick up the point. Maybe it can be remedied. Maybe it's just this copy. I haven't heard other people complain about it. But on this one, I don't know, it could be the adjustment of the internal stop pins. I don't carry it regularly, although it could be a very good budget EDC knife, particularly in this format. They did later on make a titanium version. I'm not sure if they used Sandvik or something else, something better, higher grade. I'm not sure. At any rate, that is the perhaps little known, unless you're a TwoSun collector. If you're a TwoSun collector, you know the knife very well, I'm sure. And there are guys out there that have 500 TwoSun knives. You know, I mean, they've just they're deep, deep into it. I don't know what I've got in my collection, but it's certainly more than 10 or 20. But again, the TS89, worth your consideration. Looks like it's still available. I'll throw some links out there, see what I can find if you are interested in picking one up. Best to you. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. This Old Sword, signing out.